13, James Harden.
Yes, as the Nets take on the Kings in their second and final meeting of this.
Flex up, stretch out, big bands, whoa, whoa. Flex up, stretch out, big bands, whoa, whoa.
Because of not having fans, so welcome change here at Barclays Center. And Irving Berry of the week, muscling in, kicking out. Irving connects. Holmes accelerates in.
All a part of it.
Irving feeds Brown, who bunny hops it in.
Such a nice job of just finding his areas in the middle of the paint. Weak side help Rashawn Holmes.
The dramatic win against the Clippers Sunday night in LA as Jordan nearly came up with the Brown running the floor. Harden put it right in his basket.
To pick that up, and then once again, James Harden on the spot, in stride.
That roll and where those looks are going to be. Jordan with the mammoth.
And just, what a pocket pass by James Harden. Ugly from the field this year.
Oh, nice look. Harden to Brown, again finishing.
He may try and go up for that. Says, no thank you. Bruce Brown with the cutting by Bruce Brown.
Fox from three hits.
Last 5 games, he's been at 21% from 3.
Harris is a little higher
in the league, but by a good margin.
Fox Harden down the floor. Brown just beats Sacramento and lays it in.
Bruce Brown, I mean, just leaking out, getting ahead. No one on.
After a long road trip is like the last game of the road trip. As Irving's youngster with a dunk.
Absolutely love that. Kyrie Irving from 3.
It's Brooklyn Nets. Saw Durant there, missing his 5th straight game. Claxton hits both free throws. Not get on the floor for a while, but back in there now as Irving gets the front official.
And Kyrie Irving, he gets the bounce here. That screen.
Claxton couldn't finish, but Harden catch with numbers. Harden got fouled. No. On the other end, Halliburton to the rim. The rook on Halliburton. Claxton trying to hang. Halliburton ducks in, follows it up and put in this quarter. Halliburton, a deep one, is good.
College, 44% on the year.
Harden, step back, he got it. Into the game here for the Kings. Fox, nice setup for Bagley, who lays Trae Young, which of course puts an added level of pressure on him from the fan base. Irving elevates and hits.
So easy, seems easy.
Nice little lob, shooting 78% in the quarter. Shaman, he got it. Something that we heard several different Nets talk about, as well as Steve Nash. West Coast road trip. Harden lobbing it up to Claxton.
Your time creates the space. Oh, pretty pass.
Holmes, good D from Rashawn Holmes. Holmes on the other end, flush it. Halliburton zips a pass to Barnes. Wow.
His caliber.
Shaman, another look from 3 is good. Harden faked the dig, now help comes, but a look.
That's had been familiar with in stretches.
Johnson cans addition to the rotation for Brooklyn as Halliburton connects in 9 minutes. Sacramento 5 of 5 in the second as Harden. What he is known for, anything you get from Robertson from 3 is a bonus. Shot clock at 6. Healed over to Holmes, who pushes it in.
Level of not only execution, but effort.
Claxton lost it. Holmes poked it away, and Fox turns it into 2. They really cleaned up on the West Coast trip. Aaron Fox Euros in for 2. Lines it up short. Shumpert, the offensive rebound, and the putback run. Halliburton lobbing it up to Holmes. Here is Healed. Getting around Shumpert, but
so you see here the help by DeAndre Jordan, pins it before it gets.
His 5 rebounds. Holmes denied by Jordan.
Then this time Jordan able to stay in front of Holmes. He grabbed his arm a little.
Game for Brooklyn. Harris lays it in. Sacramento back. Harden, rhythm dribble, and the hit from 3.
Here Knows James Harden is coming behind. The rhythm, the finish.
Both teams shooting over 60% as George
Solid as of late. You see it there. Recovery, the timing.
eating, active, enjoying himself and playing with energy as Harris hits
The game against the Clippers.
Halliburton hits the three. Halliburton lobbing it up. Well, Halliburton says, all right, I'll take it. And he hits again.
Looking around looking for the pass for early offense in transition. Realizes no one's picking him up.
Barnes had a runway, and then the Sacramento shooting 74% here in the second as Harden lays Irving from 17, left it short, got it back, and puts it in.
And often a fortuitous bounce right back towards Kyrie Irving. Finish
Back with fans at Barclays Center since March 8th. As that floater drop. Harden step back, he got it. Set a franchise record with 27 against the Kings on Monday as Jeffries finds Brown, center of the lane, out to Harris, on a three.
James Harden gets it to Bruce Brown. Joe Harris.
You know, let's say that's my I made him a millionaire.
Well aware of that.
Fox couldn't finish.
Off that screen, DeAndre Jordan coming over to help. And defensive end was getting the paint. And so much of that has come through the dribble penetration when individuals are able to guard their own matchup.
How about this Brown again?
Thinks he's going to go to the corner and then
Harden, a three is good. Barnes step back three is good. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Buddy Hield finally gets down to two. Oh, nice look, and Brown floats it in. Figures. He has emerged as such a consistent rotation piece. Harden floats it up and in. The handle of Harden draws two. Brown center of the paint. Lob to Jordan.
picture perfect. Gets it out of the double team. Extra
catch out to Halliburton. Not that time, but how about Harden finds the cutter in Brown for another.
Operate with. Because the defense sinks in too late, Bruce Brown has an easy look.
Rebound, Holmes fading and hitting.
Things not only in the half-court offense, but on the break.
No look, Irving. Johnson, who has really been a nice fit in the rotation, is Jordan.
Activity. Nice job coming from
Bagley scampers back. Harden doesn't get it to go.
He's talking and looking at DeAndre Jordan off of that screen in the play. Mad at himself because on the floor.
Hield, corner three is Harden at 29 minutes. See how the Nets do with him on the bench. Is Baggerson feeds the cutter and Irving gets rejected by.
How high? You see Daquan Jeffries coming over.
Joseph didn't want the three, instead takes thing around the double screen. Irving getting harassed, finds Jordan.
Got Jeffries chasing him. Corey Joseph from behind. Stop, pop.
The All-Star break is Hield misfires. Bagley had the size on Johnson.
Love consistency.
He's not a great free throw shooter though. And down the other way, Halliburton, a free release. Halliburton wheeling, taking, and hitting. Johnson gives it up. Harris got free. You bet. He has to save it and does. Gives Harris a look. Why not? Harden has 25, 13, and 6. And 3.
And
the Zaza Pachulia rule, if you will. You remember his slide. To shoot 90% from the line, you have one game where you go.
It takes to do that for a season is crazy.
Barnes gets free. Gives it up. Barnes right around Claxton, lays it in. Harris in the corner, it's Johnson. He got it.
This time, double teamed on the wing. Finds Tyler Johnson in the corner.
Set up on Bagley. Oh!
Pretty rotation. Where does it get?
Oh, yeah. Gets the metal bar. Top of the backboard is in, just in case you don't know, but that metal pole is not. With 7 to shoot. A big-time leap-back threes. Harden bounces. Johnson finds Brown for the finish.
Once again, Bruce Brown, the quick cut, middle of the floor, some hang time to get the finish.
Halliburton around Claxton. Holmes gets rejected.
Comes back to help out his teammate, the original man. That's switch.
Halliburton sets up Fox. Another three.
Still looking to try and stop the Kings at the other side.
Tonight's key matchup presented by your local 6. Brown probing. Irving hanging. Can't hit.
Good slide in. Draws the foul through the contact. Gets himself to the free. Fans in the building, but to be able to have loved ones.
Johnson, Harden. Ducks inside. That floater is good. Still 7 to operate for Brooklyn. Irving bunny hops into.
He goes up, then the finger roll with his left. I mean, it's filthy.
Sacramento actually shooting slightly better than Brooklyn thus far tonight as Brown buries the.
That Bruce Brown moves with. Catch, shoot, rhythm.
Harden dashing into the front court. Oh, what a find to Brown for another. Harden, another nice find. Brown again? You bet!
Bruce Brown, we saw 1-3 and the turn towards the Bruce. And you better believe that his teammates in bed.
To the lane, elevates, no. Brown the rebound, couldn't put it in. Back to the line.
Defensive energy, but to your point, how well he's fit in, especially with this starting unit.
It's all cosmetic at this point as Fox banks it in. Got dicey in the second half. Straight win for the Brooklyn Nets as they welcome.
Amazing to see some fans here in Barclays Center.
Brown was able to have the friendly last laugh. Performance tonight from DeAndre Jordan. Had 4 blocks, 10.7 rebounds. Bruce Brown just looked up at the scoreboard
how many
and saw
points
he had
he had?
29.
Know what they say when they on the court. I can't say it because we on TV, but